All right, let's get the roundup from all the latest transfer news now of our chief football correspondent, Alex Crook, who joins us now. Crookie, any player retired that you would love to see play again?
This is the easiest question that I'll ever have to answer. 2 words, Erik Cantona.
Yeah, the enigma, right? Erik Cantona. As soon as he put the collars up as well, it's almost like he turned into another gear. He went up another level. Would love to see a Cantona play.
Yeah, truly beautiful. True great.
Glorious.
Do you know he's cruelly overlooked? You know, when we talk about the great Premier League era greats, and we do, a Dream 11.
Why does he never get in?
I don't know. If you think about his contribution.
No one ever mentions
I think it's because the other two who often do get in, Thierry Henry and Alan Shearer, are so good that it's difficult to accommodate Erik Cantona. But, I mean, look, I'm not suggesting that he shouldn't be in there. I think if you put him down, what did he do? He won how many league titles? Four. And didn't he? The only year that Manchester United, while he was at Manchester United, the only year that they didn't win the league was the year that he was banned.
There you go. That shows how important
the kung fu kick.
Exactly.
Yeah. I shouldn't say that was fantastic, but you can say that, wasn't it? It was amazing, wasn't it? Quickly, what can you tell us? What's going on today?
Well, should we start with another Frenchman, shall we? Kylian Mbappe. Obviously, a lot of talk this week about that incredible offer that he's got to go and play in Saudi Arabia. Reports in Paris tonight, Mbappe has turned the move down, made it clear that he only wants to carry on in Europe. His plan is to see out the season at Paris Saint-Germain, wants a bit of a farewell roadshow, if you like, culminating in his departure as a free agent at the end of the season. We know that PSG don't want to let that happen. My prediction is that very near the end of the window, Real Madrid will make an offer and Paris Saint-Germain will almost have to accept it.
Rory's face there when you said he's turned it down. Rory's like, wait, he's turned down 700 million for a year of football. Couldn't believe it. Shocked.
Well, not only that, I think this is going to have a huge ripple effect on the transfer window, because this now means that he will have to leave Paris Saint-Germain, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So he is going to move, which is going to have the domino effect. It's going to have huge ramifications on this window.
Yeah, because then I guess Paris Saint-Germain, you expect them to go big on someone else, whether that be Salah or Harry Kane.
And also, Real Madrid may have to free up some money in order to make it happen. Maybe Tchouaméni moves. There's loads of ways that this is going to
change a lot of things in the window. Mbappe, look, that's going to rumble on and on and on right until the deadline day, I think, because you expect Real Madrid to come in big for him. Hojlund Henderson, it looks like it's done, doesn't it, Crookie? I mean, he's said this farewell video or made this farewell video at Anfield. He's off his way to Saudi Arabia with Steven Gerrard.
Yeah, we're just waiting for official confirmation. I think he's picked his shirt number as well. By all accounts, he's going to wear the number 10 for Steven Gerrard's club over in Saudi. We knew that this video was imminent because he'd been pictured on social media filming at Anfield yesterday. I don't know how people managed to get access to that stuff, but they always seem to come out, don't they? And Hojlund Henderson on his way to Saudi Arabia. I think the backlash will start now. I think statements are already being released by various groups. And what he didn't really address in that video was his reasons for going to Saudi Arabia.
True.
We all know what they are. Financially motivated, clearly, but I think he's going to have to answer some difficult questions over the coming weeks.
Yeah, I read somewhere, and I don't know if this is true or not, that a lot of the money he makes, or a portion of it's going to go to charity. So he's going to try and justify some of that by saying, I'm going to try and support some of the causes he has supported that maybe they don't agree with in Saudi Arabia. I don't know if that's going to stop people from having a dig, but yeah, that's what he's going to try and do.
I'm not sure that will pacify the people that are angered by this. But the thing that I will always ask is, do the laws of the land in which you operate have to chime with your own personal belief? Do you have to agree with the laws of the land in which you work? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a good point. Question. It's a good point, and I guess I can't wait for his first press conference, or for when at least someone can sit him down and ask him some questions. Because right now it's just him releasing statements, and again, none of the statements have addressed why he's going out there and the causes that he fought for. And obviously the country he's going to don't believe in those causes. In terms of a replacement for Hojlund Henderson, I don't think this is the replacement, but there's been a lot of talk about Lavia and Liverpool wanting to get that deal done, Crookie.
Yeah, I think this is more linked to Fabinho's departure, because it looked like yesterday maybe that one was in jeopardy, but edging closer now. We understand that Liverpool are happier with the payment structure, so Fabinho will be following Henderson not only out of Anfield but over to Saudi Arabia. They're keen, I'm told, to get this Lavia deal tied up as soon as possible, because they do fear maybe that Chelsea could come in and try and hijack it. We know that Joe Shields, who's part of the recruitment team now at Chelsea, was instrumental in bringing Lavia to Southampton. I know he's been pushing all summer to try and get Chelsea to sign him. So I think Liverpool's fears certainly have some substance. Arsenal mentioned as well, although I think if Thomas Partey stays, then that probably won't happen. They've had one offer rejected of £35 million plus add-ons. We're anticipating a second bid from Liverpool imminently. We know that Southampton want an overall package worth £50 million. And I think Liverpool are going to have to get close to that in order to get this one over the line.
So much money on the, I don't want to say unproven, because Lavia had a good season for Southampton, but it's a lot of money. I mean, we're going to talk about another player potentially going to United who you're almost buying potential as opposed to buying sort of the proven real deal now.
Yeah, when you buy a youngster, that is what you're buying. You're paying a certain percentage of the fee for what they have delivered already.
But it's never been this kind of fee for potential on a youngster.
No.
Like, we're going to talk Hojlund in a minute, and that's going to get towards 70.
I know, I agree.
And Lavia 50.
And the problem is for Liverpool, you know, when you think about the players that they're letting go, you know, they have effectively demolished their midfield. You know, Naby Keita, Oxlade-Chamberlain, James Milner, Henderson, Fabinho. There was no jeopardy about how good they are. And I'm surprised that Liverpool aren't trying to replace that quality with proven quality. You know, when you think about the players being linked with Liverpool, Lavia is one, but there's been a few, haven't there? You know, there's been that Boubacar Kamara, Ryan Gravenberch. I'm surprised that Liverpool aren't trying to sign somebody who is proven, no jeopardy, ready for the Premier League.
Has there been any talk of that, Crookie? I mean, I guess what Rory's maybe hinting at is a 26, 27-year-old that comes in experienced, because you look at the players that he just mentioned and the ones that have come in, Szoboszlai's young, McAllister's young. Is there any proven sort of experienced players coming in to replace the experience that's going?
Well, those names that Rory just reeled off there are all names that I've heard over the course of the summer, but doesn't look like anything is advancing with those. I think there's a clear strategy here to bring down the average age of the squad. They've clearly got a profile of player they're targeting. I don't know what to expect from Liverpool, because speaking to people who watch the Bundesliga regularly, Szoboszlai is a decent player. He's got good potential, but he's not the finished article yet. I would say the same about Alexis McAllister. I think he's a good player. I don't think he's a great player yet. And obviously, Lavia is still really at the early stages of his career. He shined in a Southampton side that was really poor last season. And I think there is more to come. So I think they're building for the future. Will it be enough to get them back to where they were in terms of challenging Manchester City for Premier League titles and reaching the finals of European competition? I'm not sure. I think the jury is still out.
Alex, may I just ask you about a player that I think would be a great fit for Liverpool? I think he would be brilliant under Jurgen Klopp, but I haven't seen any real strong links. I'm thinking about Sofyan Amrabat. I think he has all of the qualities, you know, that robust, combative edge to his character, and I think he would fit this Liverpool midfield perfectly. Why are Liverpool not really pursuing him?
It's funny because there have been some whispers today that maybe Liverpool are showing a bit of interest in Amrabat, but I think if he goes anywhere in the Premier League, it's likely to be Manchester United. I know he's very high up on their list of targets. They want to get this Hojlund deal over the line first, then move a couple of players on. Maybe Fred could be one of the first out the exit door, and then I think they will look to target Amrabat. I think talks have already taken place between Manchester United and his representatives. They know that he's very much on the radar at United, so I think at the moment, Liverpool probably would fight a losing battle if they tried to sign him.
And final one, Crookie, I mentioned him a bit earlier, Rasmus Hojlund. This still looks like it's edging closer. It's not going away. We're hearing a fee that Atalanta want of around 70 million. Where are we?
I think it'll be a bit less than that.
Okay.
I think Manchester United are hoping they can get him for nearer £50 million. You have to remember, it was really his breakthrough year in a major European league last season at Atalanta, and his goal record was okay, if not spectacular, but Ten Hag sees him as the perfect number 9 for Manchester United, someone who can press from the front, he can lead the line, he's got good physicality about him, and I think they feel that his finishing will improve. Obviously, Harry Kane was in their thoughts at the start of the summer. That didn't happen. It doesn't look like it will happen because Daniel Levy doesn't want to sell to a Premier League rival. But I think this could be a good piece of business if they can get him for around the £50 million mark. They've been talking to two clubs throughout the course of the week, and there's a confidence now that Manchester United can get that deal done. That'll be Mason Mount through the door, Anana, and then Hojlund. And as I say, I expect them then to turn their attentions to Amrabat. I think if they can sign those 4, that will represent a really good window for Manchester United. And again, they're not paying silly wages for these players. They've done that in the past, gone for the Hollywood signings, if you like. It hasn't worked out. I think what you can say about Manchester United this summer, their strategy is clear. And I don't think we've said that too often in recent history, certainly not since Sir Alex left.
Yeah, no, very, very true. Crookie, as always, my man, thank you for coming on. Appreciate it.